Alright, let's get this bread. This is your girl with the intel they don't want you to have. You think that sweet good morning Mahal text is about you? Hi Nako, wake up. It's a compliance check to make sure the ATM is still online. You worked 40 years for that life, for that pension, and some men watch it get liquidated in 40 months. I'm not letting you be one of them. Today, I'm handing you the battlefield manual, the five tripwires that separate a partner from a parasite. Pay attention, because class is in session and there are no makeup exams for this. You're not a 20-year-old kid with a trust fund. You're a man, probably post divorce, probably a little lonely, with a lifetime of work behind you and a fixed amount of time ahead. You came here for a second act, a warm beginning, not a financial funeral arranged by a woman who smiles while she signs your death warrant. Your mistakes now are not cheap learning experiences, they are final, catastrophic failures. Let's be clear, dating in the Philippines isn't a romantic comedy. It's a high stakes poker game where you're the only one who put real cash on the table. Every smile, every sob story, every I love you is a move. You think you're on a date, but she's at a business meeting calculating her return on investment. The problem isn't that she's playing to win. Everyone plays to win. The problem is you don't even realize you're in the game, and your entire life's work is the pot. And when you lose this game, it's not just about the money, uncle. It's the shame. It's becoming that bitter, broke expat at the bar, the cautionary tale everyone whispers about. It's the quiet horror of realizing you weren't a lover. You were a project, a long-term infrastructure plan for her entire clan. You will be funding a fiesta from a one-bedroom apartment, eating instant noodles while they're roasting a pig on your dime. This isn't just about getting hurt, it's about being erased. So you've been warned, not just by me, but by that little voice in your gut you've been drowning out with blue horse and romantic fantasies. You ignore it because your ego needs to believe you're the exception, that her love is real, that you're not just a walking wallet. My job is to bypass your ego. I am giving you the operational discipline to protect your life's assets because you've proven you can't do it yourself. This is not about finding the one, it's about not losing your all. Before I give you the first rule, you need to decide what you're even here for. You have to answer the one question that cuts through all the bullshit, all the lonely nights, and all the pretty lies. The answer will determine every decision you make from this moment forward. So be honest with yourself, because she already knows what she wants from you. What are you really playing for? Do you want love, sex, or survival? So you think you're playing for love? Cute. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't a dating pool, it's a hunting ground. And you just walked in wearing a flashing neon sign that says pension. Rule number 1, the first tripwire, the timeline telescope. She asks about your retirement date, your social security, your 401k within the first few weeks. Tita, this isn't romantic curiosity. This is an auditor checking your company's assets before a hostile takeover. She is mapping your financial territory, and your heart is not on that map. I saw it with a retired Navy captain, a guy who commanded a warship. He thought her questions about his benefits meant she was planning their future. He was right. She was. A future where his pension paid for her brother's new motorcycle, her cousin's tuition, and the new roof on the family home in Cebu. He was so busy feeling like a hero providing for his future wife, he never realized he was just the first name on a long-term project proposal that he was also funding. He wasn't her future, he was the financing for it. That brings us to the second kill zone, the family balance sheet. Once she's qualified your bank account, the emergencies begin. It starts small, $100 for mama's high blood pressure medicine, then the nephew's laptop for school. It's a probe, a tactical test of your defenses. You pay. You feel good, like a protector. But what you've actually done is confirm your flank is unprotected. You've just told her, and by extension her entire barangay, that you are the designated emergency fund. You are not a boyfriend, you are a rapid response ATM. From there, we hit Rule 3, the clearest sign you are not a partner but a resource. The no skin in the game indicator. Listen carefully. Does she have any ambition that doesn't involve your wallet? Is she taking courses, building a skill, starting a small business? Or is her only 5 year plan to manage the assets you provide? If you are building the runway, paving it with your life savings, and she's just the pretty airplane waiting to land, refuel, and maybe take off again, you're in trouble. You think these are just small leaks in the ship? A few $100 here, a little laziness there? Hi, Nako uncle, that's how you sink. These are just the initial skirmishes designed to test your resolve, and you've already failed by letting your ego and your loneliness write the checks. This is the easy stuff. And you know what's funny? It's not even the most dangerous part. The next mistake we're going to talk about, that's the one that doesn't just empty your wallet, it destroys your entire reputation. This brings us to the fourth tripwire, which is all about her turning you into a taxi driver for her dreams. Are you the captain of your ship, charting a course together? Or are you just the guy behind the wheel, getting directions to a destination you pay for while the meter just keeps running? She'll talk about our future house, but what she means is the house you will buy. It's a ping pong game where you are the only one serving. You hit the ball of money and plans over the net and she just pockets it. Then comes the jealousy game, the ultimate psychological lever. Suddenly, there's a new admirer at her work, or an old flame texts her. Watch closely. Is this a real threat, or is it a carefully orchestrated play to make you feel insecure? She is testing your resolve. She wants to see if your fear of losing her will make you open your wallet wider to buy that more expensive gift to prove you're the better man. It's not about love or loyalty, uncle. It's a manufactured crisis designed to accelerate your spending. And that's when you'll run headfirst into the fifth and most heartbreaking wall, the real you, invisibility cloak. You tell a story about your first car, your time in the service, your kids, and you see her eyes glaze over. She's physically present but emotionally checked out. Then, the conversation turns to a new iPhone, a trip to Boracay, or your pension details, and suddenly she's alive, engaged, sparkling. She isn't interested in the man you were, she is only interested in the assets you became. You are so desperate to be seen, to feel wanted, that you mistake her attention for affection. You keep showing up, hoping this time she'll see you and not your bank statement. You are not a partner in her life, you are a line item in her budget. The most dangerous thing in this game is not her greed, it's your loneliness. Her entire strategy is built on the foundation of your need for validation, and you've been supplying all the materials for free, paying for the privilege of being used. You have to understand this is not a negotiation between two equals, it's an extraction. She is not on your team, she is managing you as a resource. You keep hoping for a partner, for someone to share the journey with, but you're just the vehicle, and your tank is getting lower every day. You're not in a relationship, you are a utility, and you will never win. You can't even begin to fight back until you accept that. The entire game changes when you stop negotiating with hope. Alright, enough. You've seen the warning signs. You've felt that cold knot in your stomach when the conversation turns, once again, to money. Hope is not a strategy. Loneliness is not a compass. You've been letting your heart fly the plane, and you're headed straight into a mountain. From this moment on, we stop diagnosing the crash and we start implementing the pre-flight checklist. Your entire life is the aircraft, and I'm teaching you how to build the runway, inspect the engine, and be the damn pilot, not just the fuel. So here is the operational framework. It's not romantic, it's not kind, but it will keep you from ruin. It's your non-negotiable pre-flight checklist, and it has 4 stages: filter, test, decide, and exit. You will apply this to every interaction, every request, every tear filled sob story. This isn't a game of feelings anymore, it's a disciplined process of data collection and risk management. Your feelings got you into this mess. My system is going to get you out. This is your new religion, so pay attention. First, the filter. This is where you apply the tripwires we've already discussed as a hard binary gateway. Did she start probing your finances before she even knows your favorite color? Fail. Filtered out. Is her only plan for the future a life funded by your past? Fail. Filtered out. Think of it as airport security. If her baggage is full of red flags, she doesn't even make it to the gate. No appeals, no second chances. You are the gatekeeper of your own life now. Once she passes the initial filter, you move to the test phase. This is where you create small controlled experiments to verify her intentions. The next time a family emergency conveniently appears, you don't offer cash, you offer solutions. You offer to help find a reputable doctor, not pay the bill. You offer to help her brother build a resume, not buy him a laptop. You are testing the system. You're deliberately hitting serve to her backhand to see if she can even play your game, not just hers. Based on the data from your test, you move to the final stages, decide and exit. Her reaction is not a mystery to be solved, it is a clear signal. If she gets angry, manipulative, or suddenly distant because the ATM is under maintenance, the test is a success. You found your answer. Your decision has been made for you. And that's when you exit. You don't argue, you don't negotiate, you close the gate. Write this down because in the next act, we are taking this checklist into the field. This is the live fire exercise, uncle. That checklist isn't a theory, it's your body armor when the ambush comes. And it always comes. Suddenly, it's not a hypothetical. The phone rings, it's tears, it's a sick mother, it's the rent, and she's whispering how much she needs her strong man right now. This is the ping pong serve you've been trained for. She expects you to lunge, off balance, and slam your wallet on the table. But now, you are planted, you are calm. You don't react to the spin, you wait for the ball, you run the test. Mahal, that sounds terrible. Let me call the hospital and talk to the administration. I'll arrange everything. The silence on the other end is your data. The sudden anger, the you don't trust me, that's the sound of the ATM refusing to dispense. She wasn't looking for a partner to solve the problem. She was looking for a sponsor to fund it. You didn't return her frantic serve. You just watched it fly past the table. And you didn't lose a thing. You just saved yourself the entire game. The next attack is psychological. She'll tell you about the man who is trying to court her, how he has a new car, how he could give her a better life. This is a probe, testing for weakness, for ego. You apply the filter. Is this a conversation between partners or a negotiation with the hostage taker? You don't match his offer. You don't get angry. You decide. He sounds like a great option for you. You call her bluff by showing her you are not afraid to lose a game you were never winning in the first place. This is the moment of truth. She may get hysterical or she may walk away. Let her. Your blood pressure is stable. Your bank account is secure. The feeling you have is not loneliness. It is sovereignty. It's the quiet power of a man who chose his own dignity over a paid subscription to a pretty lie. The money you kept is irrelevant. The self-respect you just recovered is your entire net worth. You just learned that the most powerful move in this entire game is the discipline to not play. But everything we have talked about, the filters, the tests, the exits, is still playing defense. It's a strategy for survival, not for victory. It's how you stop the bleeding. The final law, the one that puts you in command, isn't about her moves at all. It is about the one move you have refused to make your entire life. The one that finally dismantles the entire game so she can't even play. It's the one they fear the most because it makes you immune to their only weapon. So let's be clear, the filters, the tests, the tripwires, that's just defense. The ultimate law, the one that makes you bulletproof, isn't about watching her, it's about building you. You've been running around trying to catch the bee, desperate for its attention. Hi, Nako. The bee is not interested in your desperation. Stop chasing. The final law is this: become the flower. You build a garden so full of life, so valuable on its own, that the bee either comes for your nectar or flies away, and you won't even notice. This is the moral of the story, uncle. Your pension isn't your power, your life is. She is not the prize, your self respect is. The moment you stop seeing her as the destination and start building yourself as the headquarters, the war is already won. She was never the enemy, your emptiness was. Fill it with your own purpose, your own passions. When you are the prize, access to you becomes a privilege, not a transaction. You are not buying, so she has nothing left to sell you. You have your orders. The cost of ignoring them is your entire life's work, liquidated into a cautionary tale told by bitter men. Don't be that guy. If you've recognized the enemy in the mirror, drop a tripwire in the comments below to warn the Brotherhood. Like this video and subscribe for more operational intel. And if this briefing just saved your assets, you know what to do. Hit the super thanks button. Keep these transmissions on the air. It's a small price to pay for your sovereignty. So for the next 24 hours, your mission is this: do one thing that builds your garden. One thing that has nothing to do with securing her validation. Reread a chapter, call an old friend, go to the gym. Start paving the runway for your own flight. You are the captain of this ship, not a passenger begging for a destination. Now act like it. Stay sharp, stay solvent, and never let someone else hold the keys to a house you paid for. This is your girl, over and out.